everybody, it's Kelsee, Briana, J here with a review, swatches, and a tutorial using some of the key pieces from the NARS Holiday 2018 collection. And I am so excited to be bringing you guys this video because NARS, they have completely changed the game with their packaging. Just wait until I show you. So let's start off with the box, the unicarton. It's pretty, it's edgy, so but it's not what drew me in. Let me show you the packaging of the products. Bam! I mean, have you ever seen a makeup product look this pretty? I mean, have you? This draws you in without even knowing what's on the inside. This is a display piece if I have never seen one. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is the Trysts palette, but it needs no introduction. I don't even have to open it, do I? It's just, look at this. The description on this palette says, cheek to chic contour, highlight, and pop with natural looking dimension in a palette of 6 limited edition sheer to buildable shades. Sweep on dry for a weightless natural glow or apply wet for a high impact effect. 4 ultra flattering blushes, 2 second skin effects highlighting powers, 1 covetable palette. This is definitely the hottest thing from this collection just based on how it looks alone. Not even on performance, but just looks. Sheer vanity, you know? This one is the most versatile piece that I got from this collection just because it has a dual purpose. And not only did they come out with that cheek palette, they also came out with the highlighter palette. This one just has the highlighters in it. This one is called the High Voltage Highlighting Palette. This one retails for $42 and it's equally as beautiful. NARS! They did not have to come out and kill everybody's packaging this year. They did not. Like, this is too pretty. The description for this one says, turn on cheeks with a trio of must-have highlighting powders. Weightless illumination, shimmering sophistication. This one is formulated in their new highlighter formula. It does have a re-promote shade. This middle shade, I have it in the permanent line. It's called Fort de France. And they came out with 2 eyeshadow palettes. I have one of them. This one is the Provocateur eyeshadow palette. And just sleek and sexy and just everything. The description for this palette says, 6 richly pigmented eyeshadows in new limited edition shades get the party started and keep looks going after dark with soft to scandalous effects. Smolder bolder. It gives me more fall vibes than it does holiday, but it has come out during the fall, so of course we can take advantage of using it now. And I have the Defiance Lipgloss Khafre, which did not come in special casing. It just came in the box and it's 3 glosses. It says glisten up with irresistible limited edition trio of cult favorite lip gloss formula. Steeped in sultry shine, lush, long-wearing, fully loaded luster. A regular NARS gloss that comes by itself is $26 and it has 0.18 ounces of product in it. And for $39, you get 3 full-sized NARS lip glosses. Where they do that at? Like, that's a deal. So these are all the things that I will be testing out in this video. So I hope that this helps you if you are trying to determine whether or not you want to get anything from this collection. I'm not going to hold you any longer, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it, and I'll see you down in the comment section. I'm first going to go in with a Wayne Goss number 16 brush and pick up a bit of the color Endless Party. I'm going to lightly dust this in the crease. Oh. Okay, so in the pan, it looks more orange. My crease is kind of looking mauve. It's described on their website as a burnt mauve, and I was like, who made up that description? But I mean, I can see where they were going with that because it looks like a totally different color in the palette than it did just being buffed out on my crease. So now I'm taking a Wayne Goss number 18 brush. This is a smaller blending brush. And I'm going to take the color Not For Sale. Sometimes you just gotta let them know it is not for sale. And I am going to tap this color on the outer corner and be very, very careful because, again, this is super pigmented. And I am going to apply the bulk of the color right on this outer corner and then lightly begin to diffuse it up. But I am not dipping back in my brush because I don't want this to get like extremely smoky. I'm just going to concentrate this color right on the outer corner and then whatever is left over, let's go ahead and diffuse it. Now I'm going to take a flat shader brush. This is a Huda GSN 9 brush. I am going to dip lightly into the color Vinyl. because if this is anything like the others, it's pigmented. And I'm going to take this right underneath my brow. This used to be a step that I would do all the time, but I kind of got out of doing it. But now I'm like back obsessed with highlighting right underneath my brow with a shimmery eyeshadow. Not a lot. And then make sure to blend it down. That color is a little bit softer than the rest, but I'm okay with that. Same color, and let's pop that on the inner corner. And let's move on to the color Screech with the same brush. In the pan, this one looks a little bit chunkier, so let's see. So I'm just going to go in with tapping motions. Kind of try to build this up in that little area. I'm not going to take it all the way here. I want to add another color right in the center. But I'm going to try to build this up and then tap it on the edges of the other eyeshadows. It's not giving me a whole lot of color impact with that brush. So it became a lot more opaque once I used my fingertip. And then I'm going to go back with my brush and diffuse that edge though. And same brush, and I'm going to take a bit of Exploit. I am going to tap that on that little area that I left blank on the center. Okay. That's cute. So make sure to blend it with all of the eyeshadows. Like tap the edge here, tap the edge here, and tap the edge right on that crease, but let's not take it above the crease. I decided not to do lashes because I am not in the mood. I'm gonna go back in with vinyl. This is a MAC 215 like little bitty detailer brush. I am gonna take this and wrap it along the lower inner corner. Let's go ahead and use the only shade that I haven't used. This one is called Smash It Up. So let's not smash it up, but let's just use it, okay? And I'm going to take that on the rest of the lower lash line very carefully because y'all know I have very, very sensitive eyes. So here is what the finished eye look is. So pretty. I'm so impressed by how this turned out. I think that this color that I put on the rest of the lower lash line wasn't as pigmented as the rest, but overall I think that is really pretty. So now let's do some cheeks. Let's go ahead and play in the High Voltage palette. I have my Anastasia A23 brush. Let's try on all the shades. Let's dip into 1977, a year that I was not born, was not alive. Okay, 1977 is really pretty. I didn't expect to like this on my complexion because it's so whitish looking. But it gave me like a nice icy type look. It's not too cool toned, but it's pinkish and it works. I actually like it with my eye look. Next, let's try on Fort de France. Light golden highlight. It almost looks like my skin is glowing from within. Like it's not giving me too much of a color. It's like I have a light bulb on the inside of my head that's illuminated. And this is the result. It's kind of shining through. Lastly, I'm going to try on Queen. It doesn't look like much is coming on the brush, but it really is. Okay, so this one is more rosy than the other two. It gives a nice cool toned rosy vibe. I cannot take how pretty this is, and I haven't even touched this palette. You know, like sometimes I collect things and I don't touch them because they're too pretty. This is like one of those things I want to do. Like, look at this thing. If I weren't doing this video, I promise you I would not touch this palette because it's that beautiful to me. Do I have to? Can't you just look at it and see what it looks like? No? You want me to try it on? Fine, just for you. Just for you. So I'm gonna try on King's Road. King's Road, baby. That has to be going somewhere important. Okay. Building up kind of slow. Little opalescent thing. You get a point. She's not gonna be real loud, but you know, she's here. And that's built up. This one is the prettiest to look at in my opinion. This one is Friction. Same brush. Let's see. I like this one. It's almost tannish. This one is the one that I'm gonna end up wearing today. And again, it has that same like illuminated thing. Like if I had a light bulb, this is that same thing. Now, I think that these are blushes. So let's proceed in that manner. I'm gonna go in with Swindell. So let's see. Okay. It's a little light pink blush. Again, it's very faint. It's like a little pinch. If I pinch my cheeks for a few seconds, this is like the color that I get. Now, I'm gonna try out Biii. I have a feeling, I knew it. I knew I was gonna like this one. I love any type iridescent coral blush. Again, it's very sheer though, but it still gives me the point. I actually prefer a sheer blush most of the time. And my cheeks are already prominent enough that I really don't need to like make them go bling bow bow. So this works for me. Let's try out Untamed. A really intense type color that I really don't wear on my cheeks. So let's see. No ma'am Pam. I will not be wearing this color. No, and no, and no, and no. Let me blend this out some more because it looks like I have an infection on my cheeks. Hold on. Here's that color all the way sheared down. I think that this one is the most pigmented out of all the options. Plus, this color is the most bold. After I sheared it down, it gave me this color, but I really don't like this bold of a color on my cheeks anyways, so. And Adrenaline. Yes, I will wear this. Some more muted version of this. You know, it has that same like rosy pinkish type undertone to it, but it's not like fuchsia. It's pretty. Last thing, I have the Defiance Lip Gloss Khafre. So let's try on these three colors. I'm first going to try on the color Big Trouble. Yep, I like it. It's not a whole lot to it. You already have stuff like this, but I know that I would wear it. This is definitely the type of color that I would leave in my purse because I know it goes with a lot of my different makeup looks, but here's what it looks like by itself. No lip liner. Next, let's try on the color Bite. Really pretty color, again, very sheer. It doesn't have a strong base color to it. In the container, it has really fine gold shimmer particles in it. On the lips, you can see that. It's definitely apparent when you get up close on the lips, but from far away, it's really not that apparent. And lastly, let's try on the color Noise. Okay, so this is definitely the most pigmented out of the three glosses. I really like this color. It's perfect for fall. It's like an in-between of being red and brown, so I'm here for it. Okay, so final thoughts on this collection. I think that it is beautiful. It's beautiful to look at. I enjoy using it. My favorite piece from this collection is the cheek palette. Even though most of the colors in this palette are sheer, I still really think that they're beautiful. And honestly, this is my favorite because it's the prettiest thing to look at. So I don't necessarily feel like it's a must-have for my collection. It's not a game changer in terms of blush formulation or highlighter formulation, but all of them performed really well, and I just love this packaging and the design and the layout of these colors. It just speaks to me. The only color that I do not like is this color, but I knew I wouldn't like it going in. I honestly didn't think I was going to like this one, but this one is actually really pretty. I have it on now. Next, this eyeshadow palette. Gorgeous eyeshadow palette. I love the look that I created. Now, I don't think that you'll be able to do a lot of different looks with this palette. All these colors are really complementary to one another, but honestly, every look that you're going to do with this palette is going to be one variation of the same look. Meaning, if you put this on the lid and you put this in the crease and you put that on the inner corner, or you put this on the lid and you put that in the crease and you put that on the outer corner, it'll all just kind of be like, oh, is that same eyeshadow palette? You know what I mean? It doesn't differ enough, but I'm okay with that. I think that this is really pretty. This is a great fall palette, and again, this packaging, like this packaging though. This cheek palette, I think that it is absolutely gorgeous. However, If you have other NARS cheek palettes that they've come out with since they reformulated their highlighters, then I don't think that this is necessary. I think that they all look the exact same way. I have the Bonk Disable palette. This palette is not the same. I actually think this one is prettier in terms of colors, but even though this palette is prettier and more pigmented, they're gonna read the same way if I keep layering this one up. And I have this Bored to Plague palette, and again, same kind of look. Plus, this highlighter palette has a permanent shade, which I already had as well in an individual pan. And that one is Fort de France. So Fort de France is also in this palette. So be careful if you're wanting to buy this palette. Make sure you don't already have this in your collection. Lastly, we have the Khafre of lip glosses. This lip gloss set is pretty. This is a great value. These are full-size lip glosses. If you like these type colors, just know that these are sheer, but they're beautiful. I definitely am gonna grab one more thing. There's a Nordstrom exclusive lipstick in the color Sheena. I feel like I need to have that. And then I'm good on this collection, but I love all the pieces that I have. I love the packaging. I think that NARS did an amazing job. NARS just killed everybody's holiday packaging. I've not seen anything prettier. If you have not already, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. Down in the comment section, let me know if you plan on picking up any of these pieces from this collection. And I will talk to you all in my very next video. Smooches. Bye.